Summer is upon us. The sun is shining as bright as my blazer. Unless you live in Los Angeles and you wake up and it's gray from the hours of 6 a.m. until about 1 p.m. when the sun burns through the marine layer, which is created by the condensation. Cumulus nimbus clouds, while the moon, metaphysical energy starts. Binge watch shows on Netflix? What am I doing talking about the weather? We have the internet's highest paid pretend meteorologist on staff. Larry, give us a breakdown of what's going on out there, sir.
Kev, what's up, brother? Hang on. Yeah, just the large, venti with lots of room for cream. Thank you. Kev, did you know that coffee dates back to the 9th century? 9th century. A goat herder noticed that whenever his goats ate these beans, they started literally dancing around. They danced around like crazy, and he was like, what? So he took the beans, he made some drink out of it, and boom, he couldn't sleep the rest of his life. He died early. He was 28 years old. But that's how he got coffee. It's still hot. It's hot everywhere.
Enlightening like a healing tonic. Speaking of healing tonics, Bink, my drink today is a Penicillin. A Penicillin is a Scotch cocktail made with lemon, honey, and ginger. Recommended by Dr. Mom. Today's guest is my pal, Liz Jenkins. I chose this cocktail because, well, Liz likes whiskey and ginger, but mostly because it's inspirational and uplifting, just like her. You may know her from shows like How to Get Away with Murder and American Horror Story. She also currently stars as Principal Biggs on ABC's Blackish. Here's my interview with Liz Jenkins. Lizzie J!
Hi, Kevin!
Nice to see you!
You too, how are you?
I'm doing so fantastic. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited, actually.
I'm stoked. I couldn't even sleep last night. I do this thing late at night where I eat cereal when I get anxious. I had like 4 bowls of Lucky Charms last night. I'm stoked. I'm thrilled to be here with you.
Thank you. Yeah, I straight up had like just bacon this morning. I was like, I'm gonna sweat bacon out.
Is there anything better than bacon in the morning? Really?
No.
No, the answer is no. The answer is no. I've been thinking about doing this interview with you, and I wanted to do a little thing like, it reminded me of Sesame Street. The letter of the day is P. P. And then somebody, can we get like a P in my hand when we edit this thing? Or like some peas dancing around?
Yeah, that
I want to
seems
talk to you
very doable.
about all these different words that start with P. And we also happen to be standing here in front of a Peloton, which starts with a P.
See what you did there.
See what I'm doing? So why don't we do a Peloton ride together today?
Yes, I love that. I mean, like I said, I ate a lot of bacon, so we're going to see some sweat, but I'm all about sweating. I'm not one to shy away from a sweat drop.
Exercise isn't always about losing weight or, rewarding yourself or punishing yourself, rather, for eating certain things or looking a certain way or whatever. So I think you and I are in agreement that this is more than just about, like, weight loss, right? Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm so glad you brought that up, because I think, unfortunately, there's a lot of language about what's good and bad or better or worse in regards to talking about our bodies. And I think it's important to remember that our bodies are perfect just the way they are. And the more we can, like, love our bodies as they are, the better it will be, like, going through life. And working out, I've been working out my entire life at various sizes, and it's always been about strength for me and feeling strong and being strong in my body. I absolutely have had times where it's been about weight, but it never felt healthy, and it always felt like negative. So reframing my brain to thinking about just feeling strong and like breathing deeply and like having fun, like this dang bike is fun.
I agree so much. And just for the listeners at home, we are not being paid by Peloton, but if y'all want to pay us, Lizzie and I are here. We are accepting cash payments. Peloton, give us a call. Hit up our people.
They can afford it.
The biggest thing for me is the mental side of this. It really for me, gosh, it just like any tension and anxiety, whenever I get on this bike or do like classes or meditations or whatever, I never regret it afterwards from a mental standpoint. And it's just like the most freeing thing, you know?
I agree. I'm glad you brought that up. I really am, because it's important for people to not feel pressured to get on a bike, to just literally do whatever makes you feel good in your body and makes you feel strong. That can be swimming, that could be walking, that could be sitting on your couch one day if that's what you need. So I'm glad you brought it up.
We're gonna do a ride today. We're gonna do one with Cody Rigsby.
I love Cody. I'm already warm thinking about Cody's. Ooh, oh, he's going fast now.
He's going fast.
What did we miss in that intro?
100%.
And Cody's beyond that. He's doing choreography.
This is one of those songs that, like, gosh, I love Britney Spears so much. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I do. She just made so many bangers.
I love her too. There's also artists that I love for specific things, and Britney Spears is someone that I love for working out, feeling good, and like, you know, like, am I gonna play her? Am I gonna ask someone to play her at my funeral? Probably not. Like, it's not my most meaningful music, but I could, you know, cycle to it all day long. Yeah, this is what I love about Cody. He's like, in reality, he's half writing and half like doing upper body cardio.
You know, also, he sings along all the time, which I know something about you, which is you love karaoke.
I do love karaoke. Wait, I need to turn him down in my ear a smidgen because he's like talking about going to the club. I love karaoke. I'm not even a good singer, but I like doing it. I like, you know, having my friends who sing, make sure they're there so that I know that, like, my friend Joel Gelman, I have a request from him all the time. You know Joel.
He's one of 49 producers on this show.
So I do love karaoke, but it's not even for me personally. It's for me to make sure I can hear my friends who sing.
That is so beautiful. Also, just the communal aspect of getting together with people and like expressing yourselves is so fun.
Agreed. I miss that. I really do.
So I am not a patient person at all. I am a very impatient person, but you strike me as a patient person. Would you describe yourself as a patient person?
Sometimes. I think I strive to be patient, but it doesn't always happen that way. I would absolutely say that that's something that I've gotten from my mom. My mom is like a single mom of 3 kids. She was a nurse. She had the utmost patience with us, and we also had to have patience with each other because, you know, growing up in a single parent household, you can't always have someone at your beck and call as much as you might want them. My mom was only one person, so we had to share her time, so it made me patient. And then I'm also, for some reason, I went into this career that requires the utmost patience. There's like a saying in the business that's hurry up and wait. And that's at like multiple stages in your career. Getting representation, getting auditions, when you book something, when you're on set, like there's a lot of waiting for the right opportunity, because I'm a firm believer that nothing is owed to me, but I know that there's a project that's out there for me, and I just have to wait patiently for that right job to come along.
It's so true. I mean, that was so eloquent what you just said. I want to talk about 2 specific things in there. One was you try to be patient, and that's something that I think is so inspiring because we're never going to be like this perfect anything, right? Like we're never going to be always perfectly patient at anything. No one is. And that's okay. You just kind of need to accept that, right? That's for me. As long as I attempt to be patient, I'll eventually get there. I'll eventually patience is the kind of thing that is kind of contagious, right? The more you're around it, the more you do it, the more you express it. Like anything, it kind of grows, and it's something you build and you learn, and you can take care of yourself in that way.
The one thing about patience is sometimes you can't control it. Like feeling. I have so many moments in my life where, like, I can't lie to you and tell you I've never broken down and been like, wait, when is it my turn? Or where's the Amazon package? Like, I've definitely had those completely impatient moments. But again, going full circle back to what we're talking about and why we work out, it never feels good to come at things in this impatient way. It never does. You can't control it, but I know that about myself. So I just try really hard to practice patience.
The other thing that you said, which I thought was so special, was you don't think anything is owed to you. And I feel like by accepting that and switching that mentality, that shift, that's going to help you with being more patient anyway. Like, I'm taking that right now in my brain, and I'm going to, like, tattoo it on the inside of my brain right now, because I feel like I will be so much more patient knowing that nothing is owed to me. I'll just be ready and enjoying my life and ready for whatever moment comes for me.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of it too is like transforming your language. Like, for example, the word rejection with regards to auditions. Sometimes I'll feel like they said no to something, but then I get a yes from the same people like a few weeks later. There's no way that's rejection.
We just killed that class and did an interview at the same time.
We did.
Round of applause. There are 76 people in this room who are cheering so loudly. Are your 49 producers cheering for you as well?
They're all at craft services.
Persistence. You talked about patience, and I think another thing on that is persistence, right? Like, you were in LA for a decade or longer, right? Before Blackish. You are a recurring character. You've been around in LA for, how long have you been? Is it like 13, 14 years?
I'm terrible at math and dates and geography and science. So I think I've been here for 15 years now. I think maybe like 14 or 15 years.
People think that like it happens, like you just go to LA and you're like, well, why don't you just get on a show?
Oh yeah, I remember like I had family members when I went to grad school. They're like, "You're gonna be Oprah," and I was like, "Huh."
Can I tell you what mine was? My family used to be like, "Have you seen Phantom of the Opera?" And I'd be like, I don't even sing, first of all. That's not even a skill I have. But yes, I have seen it, and it's fantastic.
Now I think my family understands more that it's not at all overnight. I've absolutely seen some people come out here and immediately get work and be, skyrocketed to fame. They have like the house, the pool, the series regular, life, and that's exactly their journey, and that's their path, and it's perfect for them, and I love that path for them because I get to go swim at their pool and be in the presence of it. And it also reminds me that it's possible. To me, I have I'm not at all like, when is it my turn? Like, I love seeing people around me succeed. It really does lift me up. And I have always said, I can honestly say I've always said, like, I know this is going to be a literal journey for me, and not like a fast one. I'm talking more like the Lord of the Rings trilogy type of long journey where you have to pause it, go to the bathroom, you're going to maybe not start it for a few days, like a long process.
There's going to be some parts you don't like.
There's going to be so many parts you don't like. There's going to be parts you don't understand.
You don't get. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. And I'm okay with it because it's made me very, very, very appreciative of every little nugget that I do get. When all is said and done, wherever I land in terms of this industry, I'm going to be so proud of it because of all these little steps I've been taking.
I think everything that you've said today has culminated in this like positivity bomb for me, and I'm feeling so enlightened by everything that you've said. Thank you for sharing all of that with me.
Of course. And also I want to say to you, like, if this is at all a positive for you to take away, I was for a long time doing a lot of things I didn't love to try to support this one thing I love. And then one year it just shifted, and I've been able to only do acting, only do acting work for the past 3 years. And it's been, even through a pandemic, I would have never thought when I was working 7 days a week and hosting at California Pizza Kitchen and being treated like garbage that I would ever get here. When you're in it, it feels that way. But I'm on the other side of it, and I can tell you that you just gotta keep going.
I'm guessing you've also consumed some television, much like the rest of us. And a little secret I know about you is that you happen to love Lifetime movies.
Yeah, I like some trash, like I said.
Hey, you don't need to judge it. I mean, I think that stuff is fantastic.
I've been in some.
Have you really? Oh my gosh, that's incredible. I didn't know that.
I was in one called Blue-Eyed Butcher, and then I was in one called The Wrong Woman, and there's like a series of the wrong things. But yeah, I love Lifetime movies. I host a girls' brunch called Bad Movie Brunch, where we watch like dramatic, very, very, very intense movies, and it's pretty fun.
That is so incredible. And it's going to bring us to your special quiz, which is called Lifetime or Real Life.
Time for Liz to guess if it's lifetime or real life.
I'm going to give you a plot line, and you're going to tell me Lifetime or real life.
Okay, I love this game. I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. Here's your first storyline. After all the flights are canceled, a woman hires a cab to drive her from Seattle to Los Angeles so she doesn't miss her own wedding. Lifetime or real life?
I mean, that could be anything. I'm going to say, though, if there's not enough... I didn't hear a murder. I didn't hear a stalker. I didn't hear anybody getting pushed out of a building or something. So I'm going to say that's real life.
It's Lifetime.
That's the most boring Lifetime movie.
Let's give some credit here. It's called Affair to Remember.
Well, you left out there was an affair.
No. Fair as in taxi fare. She just go. Yes, that is a fact. Let's move on to question.
This is why I write.
Question 2. LA high schooler starts hanging out with a popular group in school, only to realize they are all part of a call girl ring being led by the school's public safety officer. Lifetime or real life?
That sounds like real life. That sounds like my high school. We had some drama at my high school.
The movie's called Walking the Halls. It's a Lifetime movie.
Oh my gosh!
I did this quiz blind last night, and I got every single one wrong. So this is challenging. Okay, question 3. After joining an end of days cult, a woman runs off to Hawaii with the cult's leader. But where are her kids?
Real life.
Ding, 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 ding. That shit is real. That's a little fucked up. This is a little messed up.
She left her kids, but it is Hawaii.
Yeah. Definitely dead. Oh God, we're getting more information about the children. Question number 4.
That's not what the show is.
Question number 4. An amateur detective uncovers a murder conspiracy involving a congressional staffer based on one key piece of evidence: a bad haircut.
Well, that sounds like real life too.
Lifetime movie is titled Killer Hair. This is the best game ever. All right, we'll do one more.
Let's do one more. These titles are really good. These titles are brilliant.
Question 5. Decades after being a flower girl in her sister's wedding.
Lifetime.
It's actually real life, but what the rest of it is a widow falls in love with the ring bearer from the same wedding.
That sounds like Lifetime, and that movie could be called, like, Bearing My Soul, or Ring Around the ... Like, these could be like, Lifetime is going to scoop these up. I just hope that they're going to scoop them up, and they should owe you some money for finding these stories.
I just hope we get a little bit of cred. Producer Nikki Samich on the ones and twos for this one. Round of applause for that game. That was good. Great work, Liz. Great work.
That was really good, Nikki. I would like you to send that to me.
Yeah, we will send these to you. You can't make this stuff up. You just can't. Well, sometimes you can.
I love that game. I can't be prouder about losing a game ever.
Liz, this has been seriously so fun. I'm so grateful to you. You are, honestly, this was so inspirational, and I'm like, all the stuff you said to me is stuck on me, and I feel alive today because of you. Thank you so much.
I'm so glad. I had so much fun. This has really, really been a good day for me, and what a great way to start the day with a little Cody sweat and a little chatting with Kevin. This has been fun.
You busted loose with KOC. That's what we did.
Do you guys have like a dance or something? I feel like you need to have.
Yeah, we should dance us out of this. Oh yeah.
Cody dances.
Oh yeah.
He's always doing like he does a lot of that. He does a lot of this.
They love the body rolls on Peloton.
He loves the body rolls and then the putting his hair back.
Yeah, just finish it with a little of that.
A little of this.
Thank you, Liz.
Thank you.
Woo! That was a good workout. I want to give a special thanks to the hardest worker I know, Liz Jenkins. It was such a pleasure to speak with you today. I also want to give a shout out to Cody Rigsby and, of course, the Queen, Britney Spears. Today, we talked a lot about patience. Admittedly, I'm the most impatient person I know. But something that really stuck with me was what Liz said. It's all about the journey. Don't stop believing. She talked about her journey being a lot like the Lord of the Rings trilogy. There's gonna be a lot of stuff that happens. Some of it we understand, some of it we don't. Some things we like to fast forward through. There was a whole bunch of scenes that were all about potatoes. There's like a 45-minute period where Frodo just keeps falling down, and the giant eagles can't save him every time. What if we just enjoyed the journey, no matter what that journey is? The thing that I think George JK Tolkien really wanted us to take away from this epic was that, yeah, there's gonna be Dementors, and yeah, if you're Jaime Lannister, you might get your hand whacked off, but at the end of the day, we can all break lembas bread together. We can all go on vacation to Rivendell, where of course you're gonna meet Steven Tyler's daughter. She's out there marrying Ben Affleck in a spacesuit. And Obi-Wan will always be with you, Captain Picard. My precious. That's not how he says it. I've never seen the movies. I have no patience. Hey, until next time, I hope that big, bright, burning ball of gas in the sky burns away all of your marine layers and you can enjoy some sun. But don't forget to put on that SPF, because skin cancer is serious. KOC, I'm out of here.